Hi everyone, this is Shannah. Welcome to my channel. Today's reading, today's pick a card is next time you see them, what will happen? So in order to find that out, we have here three possibilities. We have pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. So take your time to choose your pile. Think of your person, think of the situation, and just let your heart decide. You can pause the video if you like, and I'll see you in the next couple of moments. So if you chose pile number 1, this is your reading. We're going to put the heart here to the side so you know it's your reading. So we already have a card here, and this is like the overall energy for the next time you see each other. And we have Cancer, and let's keep it here for a while. Well, Cancer energy is a bit of a shy energy, 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And it's like slow progression as well. And it's not very direct, so it goes sideways, like the crabs also go. And we have here this anthropomorphic Cancer here, anthropomorphic crab. And the first thing that I see here is that there's a lot of light, around here, this crab person. So it could be that one of you would be in the spotlight. Maybe it's a concert. Maybe this person is on stage. Maybe you are on stage. Maybe you're both on stage. Or, like all the attention is on the person you're asking about, or it's on you, but it's like one of you or even both of you are like getting all the attention. It's depending on the situation. Please remember, this is a general reading. But one thing that's also very obvious is like this looking and kind of yearning, craving, right? So your person will definitely notice you, and admire you, and it will be reciprocal, meaning you're looking at each other. But it's a bit shy, as you can see. It's a bit hidden. It's admiring. It's loving what they see, and you'll probably also be loving what you see. But there's no action here, right? There's not a lot of movement. It's like all around you is moving, but this here is not. But it could also be something incredibly romantic, like, for instance, it's like the world stops, time stops when you lock eyes. You know that feeling? If you don't know it yet, you'll know it in that moment, because like everything else becomes not that important. It's just that moment, and that's beautiful. But it's a bit shy. Like I said, it's a bit from from a distance. And even if you get, closer, it will be, like feelings locked away, not being very open about it, or showing feelings through actions, through like really small actions or tokens or even gifts, something that will let you know that there's interest, that there are feelings there, but it won't be very direct. It won't be spoken out loud. And I feel like sneezing. Give me a second. Sorry for that. But sneezing is always a sign of confirmation. So yes, there will be like demonstrations of caring, of feelings, but they won't be direct. They won't be like spoken out loud or demonstrated even in a way that you probably used to, right? Because I think your person, or maybe both of you, you're a bit shy. Could be that you're both a bit complicated, maybe hurt in the past, and that's why you've developed like a hard shell in order not to get hurt again, and it's a bit then difficult to get out of this shell. So this is the first impressions I have here of the situation. But to get us more information on the situation, I have here this tarot deck. I'll be using different tarot decks so that the information is always fresh. So we have all the cards at the disposal for everything we're going to see. So what are we going to see? We're going to see the situation itself. Then we're going to see their and also your feelings in the situation. And then we're going to see what's really going to happen. Okay, so let's start the overall situation. And we have the Ace of Cups. Beautiful. What else? The overall, and it flew away. Of course you did. We have the Two of Wands, the minion. And we have, sorry for that. Okay, we have here, what else? One more, please. Situation. And we have the Eight of Cups, indolence. So this is more or less what we were seeing earlier with the situation. It's like, and we have a bottom of the deck, we have Empress. So we can see here that there's a lot of potential, there's a lot of feelings, there's a lot of nurturing, a lot of caring, and there's a lot of love, pure love. And the Ace of Cups is something new. And we see here, because it's this fountain, but it's also someone being on central stage. It could be a concert, I don't know, could be someone, getting information, someone, all eyes on your person or even on you, but it's like getting a lot of attention. And it's something that's fun. Maybe there's also, because we also have the Eight of Cups here, maybe there's like a celebration, maybe there's a lot of drinks around, maybe a lot of alcohol, something like that. But it's also like a new start. It's something, and it could be even like there's a place, as a place could be somewhat small. So it's not an arena, it's not like a stadium, it's some like, could be a club, could be a bar, could be, a restaurant that's not very big. I hope I'm making sense, or a cafe as well. So this is what I'm seeing. But it's like, it's this, like this person, it's off limits. That's the word I was looking. It's like this person is when you meet them, when you see them again, it's like they're off limits. It's not, it won't be a situation that you can go just straight to them. There'll probably be other people around. And it's like also the feeling you don't know what to do, or they don't know what to do. The feelings are there, but it's like there's a decision that has to be made, or else nothing happens. But it's kind of a difficult situation here. That different. You're not on the same level when you meet. There's situations where you're not meeting like as equals. Strange, right? But it's like the person at the moment when you meet them is off limits. Maybe they like with some group of friends, or with their family, or even they're at work. Could also be that they're at work. And if it's a stage situation for some of you, well, you cannot just go to the stage and say hi. Well, you can try, but if there's security there, it will be strange. Anyways, but it's like a situation where you feel like probably you will feel, well, nothing will come out of this, or I'll just have to go away. But this is the premise. Remember, this is the situation itself. This is not what's going to happen. This is how you're going to find the situation. And that's also here with indolence, this feeling, again, like I was saying, the feeling I cannot do anything about it, or the other one, or even like a feeling like the other one is not trying. But what's coming across to me is there's very little, there's the feeling that there's very little you can do, you or him, right? But there's appreciation here, there's a lot of love, there's a lot of joy, and it's just the situation itself seems to be a bit difficult. Okay, but let's see, what are your feelings in this situation? What are your feelings in this situation? Here we go. We have the King of Wands. What are your feelings towards your person in this situation? We have the Three of Wands and the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is usually like working together, right? But it's also someone presenting work and the others admiring their presentation, usually on the Rider-Waite tarot. This is how you usually see it. And that we'll have again that situation of someone on a stage presenting something. Could be something creative, or it could be a gallery, could be an exhibition, could be whatever, right? But someone presenting their work. And you are admiring that, for instance. And Again, your feelings are, it's a big admiration for your person, even if it's not a stage situation or a work situation, but for many of you it will be actually. But it's a lot of admiration here, and you wanting to give this person something actually here, is like actually you are wishing that your person takes the lead, that your person does something. This is what you are expecting or waiting for. You take the first step. And this is what you're feeling. And we have bottom of the deck, the lover. So a decision has to be made. And you're trying to, put all the signs out there that this person is welcome, that this person, like they're making a move, it will be welcomed and it will be safe. You're not going to hurt them, or it's not going to be awkward, or so you wish. And you are kind of waiting for the other person to make that move, or the other person to come towards you. Otherwise, you are kind of feeling like you're just one in the audience. If it's but you're not there. There are a lot of feelings here, so you kind of you actually feel this special connection, but you don't want to sound crazy, or you don't want to do something that will embarrass you. So you actually wanting for the other person to take the lead. And you have to be just careful here. That's what I would say now, not to put the other person too much on a pedestal. Like, and you, and because you put this person on the pedestal, you are putting then this person off limits for you, because you think so highly of them, and you think that they're so great and so amazing, and that you end up putting them off limits. Like, you turn them into being too good for you, which is not true. Okay, they're not too good for you. But this is like, will be your feelings in the moment. What are their feelings in the moment? Oh, now it becomes interesting. So what are their feelings towards you the next time you both meet? So next time you see them, what are their feelings towards you? Okay, we have the Emperor. So they're feeling on top of the world. That's nice. And maybe they are. So what are their feelings towards you next time they're feeling like Prince of Swords? Let's get one more card. And it flew away. And the Two of Swords. I want to get like a clarification for the Prince of Swords, because the Prince of Swords in this deck is the Knight of Swords in other decks. Just a second. Let's get a clarification there for the Prince of Swords. And we have the Prince of Cups. That makes sense. And then we have the Three of Cups. This makes a lot of sense with the Two of Swords as well. Why? Because with the Two of Swords, this is a card of indecision. And there's like, again, there's what I'm feeling here. When you meet, they could be like a work situation for them, like they are working, and they could be, again, you're not equals, and they're on top of the world. They're getting a lot of attention, and they're in their element, and this becomes for them somewhat awkward, because on one hand, this is what I'm feeling here with this Knight of Swords, is like getting some distance. The Knight of Swords also has to do with like, being impatient, and being also very rude with words. Not rude, but not being very good at communicating, be it more blunt, or even I have the feeling here with this card of pushing away. This is the feeling I have, especially with the Two of Swords, like being closed off, pushing away. But it is Two of Swords for me, it's like a conflict. Like it's like your person is afraid of getting hurt, and maybe a bit blunt or a bit brusque, or not being very good at communicating with you, or sending the right signs. But there's also this wish of coming together, of being together. So there's a kind of conflict here for some reason. Let me get another card. let's wait a second. Let's clarify here. I want to clarify first the Two of Swords. Wait a second. Let's clarify the Two of Swords for their feelings. We have two cards coming out. We have the Hermit and we have the Wheel of Fortune. So for us, it's like something is changing in their lives, and maybe they've been single for very long and they want to change that, but it can be that gets them also a bit confused. But there's a change here happening. They're also changing as a person. They're undergoing a big transformation, and it can be they're a bit erratic with their feelings right now, or when you meet, and that although there's love there, there's interest there, because we're having a lot of like Cups cards here. And earlier, we also had the Three of Cups on the bottom of the deck, and that means also a social situation where there are other people. And I think like the presence of other people, you know, can hinder them to approach you in a more, you know, seductive way or loving way. There's something there, but there's a big change going on with them, and it can be that they, on an emotional level, they can be a bit overwhelmed, yeah, at the moment you meet. Yeah, Five of Wands. So here a lot of conflict, and I think like could be conflict with other people, conflict of interest, or the presence of other people causes a conflict to them. And it could be, of course, an inner conflict. And here with Justice, they're balancing their life. It could be that for some of you, this person is undergoing a divorce or a breakup. And that's why here this change of status, maybe they're becoming single now, but it can be that they still hold on a lot of aggression, you know, because maybe they're hurt, disappointed, or not trusting in love that much. But the attraction is there, and they want to heal. And again, there's this star factor, because they also, you know, they want to believe, and they admire you from afar. That's the feeling I get. Yeah. Okay, so what's going to happen? This is the deck. Okay. So what's going to happen next time you see them? What's going to happen next time you see them? Pile number one. What's going to happen? Yeah, it's going to be a work situation. There we have. I know Eight of Pentacles is not very romantic, but it's going to be a work situation. So what's going to happen next time you see them? Four of Cups. Again, there may be some frustration because there's not much you can do. There's not much he can do, he or she, they can do in order to approach you, in order to, you know. Yeah, and we have the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups here stands for healing, but she has her eyes closed and her hands in the air. It could be a healing pose, but there's also like, for me, a pose of there's nothing I can do here. Yeah, and the Three of Wands. And it's like a rain check here. This is the feeling I get, like being a situation being postponed, admiring from afar, but not being able to change the situation. With the Queen of Cups, I want to, yeah, and I had here at the bottom of the deck, the Seven of Cups. And this again, there's like outside influences. You may be surrounded by people. There may be like a public situation where you cannot approach each other as you would like. Yeah, and then we have travel involved. Just one sec. So I want to clarify the Queen of Cups. And it's also with here with the, oops, there you go. And we have the Fool. Okay, there could be they don't have much time. Also, they notice you, they see you, but they don't have the time to really address you. And we have the King of Cups. Okay, with the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups could be as well for some of you that they're in another relationship, a new relationship. They've been through a breakup. and they started a new relationship. So this could be for some of you, not for all of you. Yeah, and then we have, yeah. So this could be two scenarios. They're really undergoing a breakup, and they're still, you know, finding a way of being single and not really being ready for a relationship. But they see there's a connection between you, and it gets them fired up, but they don't have the time to explore it when you meet at that time, maybe at a later moment. And for some others of you, they are actually, you know, enjoying their success, their career, and they've started a relationship with someone else. So I know it could be really triggering, but it could go, you know, either way here. Both situations are possible here. And with the 10 of Pentacles, again, material success, but also family. Maybe they're starting a family. For some of you, they're in a relationship and they're starting a family and just enjoying their success. Just want to check. Okay, just want to ask, will you meet another time after this one? I wasn't planning on asking the question, but will you meet another time after this one? Will you have another chance? Yeah, you will, but it's going to take a while because we have the Hanged Man, we have the Two of Cups and the Devil. So the possibility will be there, but it's going to take a while. You really have to be patient, right? Yeah, and until then, you just take care of yourself and protect yourself. Yeah. And but let's ask again, what will happen? Just to confirm, what will happen next time you see them? Pile number 1. What will happen next time you see them? Closed gate. Fate has closed the gate. No more to return. Okay. What will happen next time we see them? New chapter. A new chapter in your book of love is calling you for a fresh start. And what will happen next time you see them? Wishes. Wishes are dreams we can manifest. What is your wish? You know what I'm getting with these cards? The wisdom of my mother that says, you already have the no. Go out and try the yes. And with a closed gate, maybe it's like the situation as you're probably dreaming about, it won't take place as you were dreaming about it, but there will be another opportunity. It's like God closes a door and opens a gate, right? So there's always another possibility in your life. And it's like really asking you or inviting you to ask yourself, what do you really want out of the situation? What do you really want out of this person? And really start writing it, like scripting it. What do you really want? Is it really the person or the situation, or is it some kind of romantic situation that you're looking for? Yeah. And this is, and I think you seeing the situation, experiencing the situation for what it is, then it will actually ignite a change within yourself, and a very positive change within yourself that will get you following your own dreams and following your own happiness and not depending on them to be happy. This is just one message that I just got now. Okay. So pile number 1, this was your reading. I hope it inspires you. I hope it resonates with you. If you like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 2, this is your reading. We're going to put here the heart over here. You'll get the first card. And this is for the whole of the situation. We have then Earth. So with Earth, what we see here, I think it's going to be the start of a very solid foundation, or you already had a very solid foundation in the past, or you're creating now your solid foundation, but you'll continue on doing it. So this is a situation that when you meet, it will grow in a positive sense. It will grow, it will expand, it can express itself in a positive manner. But it could also be that for some of you with this meeting, that there's things that are going to be exposed, or secrets that are going to be revealed, things that were buried, and it may be also for some of you a bit hard to be so honest and so candid with the other person, or to hear some truths from the past as well. It can be that you're going to be very vulnerable in that moment, and that may not be always easy, but it's something that will help you both grow. That it's like the truth will set you free, and in this scenario it's going to be very, very powerful, right? So let's see the situation itself when you meet each other. Pile number 2. Let's see the situation itself. Okay, we have here the first card. We have the day trader, the Prince of Discs. This is the Knight of Pentacles. So for pile number 2, we have here 20, the Aeon. It's the Judgment card. And then we have the Prince of Swords. That's the Knight of Swords, the Hacker. Funnily enough, this is also a work situation. And it could be even that, like going out after work, like after hours, like after work party, or get together, something like that. But it could be that you meet, for many of you, because we have all these computers here, that you meet online at a certain platform. And it could be even a game platform for some of you. You could be meet online, or you can meet at work, or at a after work party kind of thing, right? And it will be like, I have the feeling for some of you, we haven't seen each other in quite some time, and it will be bringing back memories, and you're seeing how much you've changed over time, and but being really happy to see each other, actually. But it's going to be, for some of you, it's going to be somewhat unexpected. That's going to be a surprise, seeing the other person, and you're going to reach out in a very impulsive way. It's like, hey, it's going to be very impulsive, it's going to be very natural, and it's going to be unexpected. Yeah, you're doing your routine, you're doing your thing, and suddenly this person is there, this person is sending you a message or something like that, right? Quite interesting. Yeah. So, but let's see then what you're going to feel when you see them, or when you meet them. What you're going to feel when you meet them. So we have here I forgot how, the High Priestess, and we have the Empress. Wow. One more, please. And we have then the Knight of Pentacles. Again, it's going to be a big surprise for you, and you're actually going to hide your feelings with expertise, I have to say, here with the High Priestess. So you're not going to show your feelings at all. You're going to show your more sophisticated side, like you're empowered, you're centered, you're grounded, And it can even be that you're showing this person some disinterest as well. It's not what you're feeling. I think you'll be a bit nervous, but at the same time, you're showing them how much you've evolved, how strong you are, and how independent you are. Yeah, that's what I'm showing here. And how you're, doing great for yourself. And you're showing, like, if you, like, most of you will be females, so I will say that you're showing, like, your ladylike side, right? You're showing your accomplished side. You're showing what you think will impress the other person, because actually you're expressing yourself. You're also impressing yourself, um, but you're expressing yourself, because I have the feeling here, especially with the Knight of Pentacles, you've gone through so much, and you've evolved so much, and you made so much for yourself, that you kind of want to show that, like, look, I'm not crying over you, kind of thing, right? And especially because it's unexpected. You didn't even have a chance to prepare for this. And it's like, it's been really a long time. This is the Four of Swords. It's been a long time since you've seen this person. And this person may have hurt you really deeply in the past, and you are healing. You've been taking your time to heal, and you've gone through all the healing process. And so when you see this person, you want to show them that you are empowered, which is really, really good. Now, what about them? What will they be feeling when they see you? What will they be feeling when they see you? We have the Moon. So they'll be confused, but Ace of Cups, but confused because they'll be feeling so much love for you. It's like, oh my God. And the Queen of Pentacles. And they're seeing exactly what the signs that you're sending. You're seeing, like, wonderful, in this, I'll say the Queen, so I'll say a woman, but this could be a woman or a man. And seeing someone who's accomplished, someone who is strong, someone who's, also financially well off, someone who's successful. And this scares them a little bit. It's like, what you're seeing, what they're feeling is like, oh, this is the one who got away. This scares them a little bit, because they still have feelings. They understand they still have feelings, and they see you as, as so accomplished. And underneath we have the Ten of Pentacles. So they see you as a dream come true. They see you as everything they ever wanted. And this scares them at the same time, and makes them sad and a bit depressed as well, because that's kind of, they see you as the one who got away. Let's get some. Yeah, there we go. We have the Five of Swords here. It is the one here with to the Moon. It's like you're the one who got away. And it's like almost they cannot forgive themselves for that, which is tragic. And here with the Ace of Cups, let's get some clarification. We have here the Prince of Wands, that is then the Knight of Wands in the other decks. So it's a lot of passion. It's not just love and beautiful feelings with butterflies. It's a lot of raw passion here. And then with the Two of Pentacles, they're trying to weigh their possibilities. Then we have death, with transformation. So trying to weigh their chances, their possibilities. Do they still have a chance with you? They're afraid of getting hurt. They're afraid that you say no, because I think they hurt you in the past, and then they know it would be well deserved if you said no. Yeah, that's why we had here also things of the past being an Earth. I think, like, there will be communication or the opportunity for communication, and their feelings may be all over the place, your person's feelings, but there's also here a decision that has to be made. And so for some of you, this is really just for some of you. It could be that the person you're asking about is already married, but they hunger for you. So it's like they're considering if they can have the cake and eat it. This will be just a very short percentage of you, right? So it's not for everyone. So, and here with the death is like this situation was already, over in the past, but it's like questioning if you can revive this. And that's why we also have the judgment card there, but it's coming more from there. And, you if you think about it at all, you want to take it slow. You're not jumping into their arms just like that. So let's see now what's really going to happen. What's really going to happen between you? Next time you see them, what's really going to happen between you? So we have the Four of Pentacles. We have death and rebirth. And then we have, we have the Nine of Cups. Because with the Four of Pentacles, I think the energy here very similar to the Earth energy here. So you see their body language is you keeping your feelings to yourself. There will be communication. Yes, it will be for you. I think it will be like a win. Like you're getting the confirmation for something, or even getting the closure you wanted, because we have the Death card here also with rebirth. So there will be a possibility of starting over. And here I think there's really a decision. We have bottom of the deck, the Chariot, decision. Do you want to pursue this, or do I want to leave it behind me completely? Whatever the choice, it will be something that will make you really, really happy. Let's see here, Four of Pentacles. Let's just get some clarification. We have Five of Pentacles and the King of Swords. Yeah, I think it's this hurt from the past. You being guarded, you being careful, because you don't feel you can trust this person here with the King of Swords, because this person, it's like, it could be that this person is a bit difficult to read. And, this person also keeps their feelings to themselves. And you, like, I have the feeling this is you protecting yourself, because you don't want to be left out in the cold again. You had that experience already in the past. Then with death and rebirth. So get some clarification here, extra information, please. We have the Eight of Wands. Things will go really quick. And it's like there's really this possibility of starting all over again. And then we have the Four of Cups here for the Nine of Cups. And it's like it's a wish come true. But it's the feeling that I have is, yes, it could be a new start. There will be passion there, because you have chemistry between you both. But it's like you don't really know what to do with this, with all this going on, with all this swift energy going on, because it's like you considering then, is this really what I want? Is this person really what I want? Is this situation really what I want for myself? So it's like, it's on the one hand, it's a wish come true. You're going to get the answers you wanted. On the other hand, it's like, is this really worth my time? Interesting, right? So let's see, let's get more like what's going to happen. We have luminous, radiance and vibrant energy shines upon you now. What else? Then we have fondness. Gently honor the soft feelings between you. Don't rush right now. And especially you don't have that rush energy, You may enjoy the situation, but you're not rushing. Well, one more, please. What's going to happen? We have protection. The universe is keeping your love connection safe. And I think this is also you protecting yourself, like we saw earlier. You know, you're getting all this attention, and that's why we had the Nine of Cups. You're getting what you wanted. You're getting all this attention. This could be renewed if you chose to, and you can, you know, enjoy and cherish the attention you're getting. But you know, it's also this caution card. Take care, take heed, because you've been hurt in the past. And then bottom of the deck, we have this love is an illusion, a trap, fly free. There is no love here. And I think that's your fear, that this is just an illusion because this person may be married, or maybe you are married as well. But it's, you know, it's nice to, you know, get the closure you wanted. So for most of you, this will be the case. So pile number 2, this was the reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. And if you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. You have a wonderful time full of love. Thank you. So if you chose pile number 3, this is your reading. So we're going to put the heart over here, and we're going to take a look at your card. So we have air. So I'm going to be really literal about this. So it could be that your situation is very much up in the air. And what I get here is like it's going to be a bit stormy when next time you see them. It could be that it's an actual storm, or there's a lot of wind. There's a windy situation at the weather front. But it's like it's going to happen. I have the feeling it's going to happen very quickly, unexpected as well for some of you. And it's going to feel like time flies by too quickly, right? And for some of you, this could even happen while traveling. Let's put it here. Yeah. Let's get more information about the situation. When you see your person, the next time you see your person. So the next time you see your person, what is going to be the situation? So we have the Wheel of Fortune. So again, things changing very quickly. Again, this feeling of being all up in the air. Could be a storm. We have lightning here. Could be an actual storm going on. Then we have the Two of Pentacles. And this says change. Again, it's a lot of change going on. Maybe there's a lot of change going on in your life. Maybe it's a lot of change going on in your person's life. And there's like a need of balancing also everything that is happening. Then we have the Three of Cups, abundance, and the Princess of Cups. This is usually the Page of Cups, you know, the deck, so the costume designer. So what I see here is a lot of creativity, a lot of work as well. All piles seem to be related to work, funnily enough. But here, in your case, this is a celebration. So it's going out. You're going to meet your person while going out. You might go to a bar, you may go to a restaurant, a cafe. It could be that you are really going on a date, or that you're going out with friends, because this is also the presence of other people, of friends, and you meet this person, or you go out with mutual friends, right? And you meet. Yeah, it could be for some of you even New Year celebration, because we have here fireworks. And then we have here also a fun fair. So it could be really a big celebration. Doesn't have to be like a small closed space, but it's a party, it's a celebration, and there's a lot going on. And maybe there is a storm. And for some of you, I even got like a blackout, like an energy, electricity blackout. So it's going to be really very specific situations, right? And there's a lot of change going on in your lives, and there's also a lot of change going on in the world, but that's normal. We just have to watch the news. And this is like you are both trying to get a grip of your lives. You're trying to get a grip of how to make everything work, to keep that work and private life balance going on. Yeah, that would be like the situation. There are major changes. Yeah. This could also be a birthday party, but whatever it is, it's a lot of celebration, and there's a lot of reasons to celebrate. So there's a lot of success going on here as well. Now, let's see, how are you going to feel next time you meet them? Pile number 3. How are you going to feel? Okay, the first 2 just fell. We have the Knight of Wands and the 7 of Wands. Whew. The next time you see this person, you're going to find your person incredibly hot, but you also know there's a lot of competition and you're fighting off all the other girls or all the other boys, depending on the situation. And too many cards fell. Should I take them? Yeah. Yes, and then we have here the King of Wands as well. So you really find your person like being the trophy, like being really someone that looks incredibly hot, and you want to have this other person. You are willing to fight for this person. But there are also the, like here with the 7 of Wands, this could also be negative thoughts, you know, you keeping yourself from having what you want. And that's why then we also have here the 2 of Swords, you then being insecure. And this 7 of Swords is not you being mischievous or, you know, doing something wrong or, you know, fooling other people or deceiving other people. This could be even like those negative thoughts sabotaging your efforts, because you want to have your person, but you are in your own way. And that's why, again, we have this inner storm, because you're really feeling a lot of passion towards your person, passion and admiration, and you are keeping, yeah, you are refraining yourself from going after what you want. Why? We do not know. And here we have here bottom of the deck the 9 of Pentacles, and I think it's like maybe you've been single for a long time and you don't know how to play the game, or you feel like you don't know how to play the game anymore, and you don't know if it would be worth it as well to give up your single lifestyle. Let me just get another card here. There you go. And we have the King of Swords. Yeah. You're trying, the problem is, it's like you have the drive. And speaking of drive, bottom of the deck is the Chariot. You have the drive to really go after that person, or to get the person for you. But you're trying to be rational about it. You try to, you know, dim your feelings, you know, like put them out, put the flames out, and be rational and strong and detached. You know, you're trying to play cool while your heart's on fire. And this can give out mixed signals. Yeah, and that's why I have the lightning here, because things are changing and there's some confusion here. Yeah. And there's a balance. For this to move forward, you need to find your inner balance, right? But let's see now what your person will be feeling the next time you see them. What will your person be feeling next time you see them? We have the Hanged Man. What will your person be feeling the next time you see them? You have the 4 of Wands and the 10 of Pentacles. Your person will be very happy to see you. And again, it will be like in a party environment, celebration environment. And it's also something has to do with success, with abundance, with being happy to be alive. And they'll be very happy to see you. But for some reason here, the Hanged Man, it's like they cannot do much about it. They cannot do much to approach you. And maybe that's why you don't see this person approaching. That's why you become cold. You know, what at first was like, oh my God, you know, you just want to jump this person, so to say. But then, because although they're very happy to see you, they're not really, you know, giving you the signs or the signals, the, you know, making the move, because for some reason they feel like their hands are tied. And maybe because it's a public situation, they're with other people, for some reason, right? They're still stuck onto something here. There's something like, maybe there's also someone who's not very good with their feelings or expressing their feelings, and it's like they're sabotaged themselves as well. And but inside they're like so happy to see you, really, like, oh my God, they're like overwhelmed and happy. And let's get here more clarifications for their part. Here for the Hangman, we have the first one. We have the Princess of Swords. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because this is the Page of Swords. With the Page of Swords, it's like they're for, you see how I'm not talking? It's like how they feel. It's like they would love to tell you wonderful things and how happy they are, and tell you about their successes and all the good things that are happening to them, and how happy they are to see you, but they can't. They just like they say something silly, or get speechless, or get something in their throat even, and or they just start saying, you know, telling jokes or trying to be funny in some silly way, you know, and they cannot. I'm not even finding the words right now. They cannot tell you. They cannot communicate how they're really feeling. But what about this Four of Wands? What are they really feeling here with the Four of Wands? We have the Princess of Wands, and this is the Page of Wands in normal decks. So the Princess of Wands, then it's a lot of desire, but also fear. You know, they feel the same way like you do. When they see you, they want, they go directly to you. If they could, they would just go to you and hug you and kiss you, and But there's also fear here, fear of you know, being too hasty, of doing the wrong thing, of saying the wrong thing, and they can kind of complicate everything then at the end. And then with the Ten of Pentacles here, what we have here, we have death. Yeah. Okay. And the Eight of Cups. I see. They're so afraid that, I think if they would communicate what they really feel, if they would act on their feelings, on their desires, that probably this would end, the illusion would end. And then we have bottom of the deck, Eight of Cups. Then it's like having to go, you know, knowing that. And it's also like they're refraining themselves because they know they cannot act as they want to, that they have to move away from the situation with a heavy heart. That's so sad. Let me get here another card for the death. We have the Knight of Swords, which is the King of Swords, which you also got. So at the end of the day, you're playing the same game with one another. You have a lot of desire and attraction for one another, but you act cold to one another, or, you know, or maybe your eyes tell stories, you know, and the chemistry is there, and you both can feel that the chemistry is there, but you tend then to go another way. And we have here now the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck, and it could be that your person may have someone else at the moment. But with the Queen of Swords, I don't think they're very happy. And that's why when they see you, their heart explodes, right? And but they feel like their hands are tied. They cannot do anything. And it's almost like protecting you as well. They're protecting themselves and they're protecting you as well, because there's someone else in the picture. So sorry to tell you that. So, but the desire and the happiness is really there. Now, what's really going to happen when you see each other? What's really going to happen? So we have again here, oh, I'm taking this deck. This is not the deck I want. But keep that in mind. We have the Princess of Cups and the Five of Wands. So that's conflict here, but a lot of love, a lot of love. I wanted to use this deck, exactly. So what's going to happen? So I just saw the Queen of Swords again. So what's going to happen next time you see them? What's going to happen next time you see them? We have the Nine of Swords. So there's anxiety here and some sadness as well. We have the Devil, of course, we have the Devil. We have the Nine of Cups and the Seven of Pentacles. This is a beautiful message. Oh, pile 3, listen to me. This is important. The Devil is here to help you out. If you're afraid of the Devil, don't be afraid of this one, because this one is coming in as a friend. I know it's hard to believe, I know, but the Devil is not always that bad, because it creates situations, right? And it makes us think as well and realize that you're stuck. Now, and this is what the Devil is doing. It's like, you've been so anxious about the situation. You've been wanting so much to see this person, to have the possibility of talking to them, to see them, to look into their eyes and see, do you see me too? That's what I'm getting here. And then I don't know why I'm getting a British accent. I have no idea. So, take it as it relates to you. And Nine of Swords here, like I said, is this anxiety, but the Devil is creating an opportunity for you. And of course, it comes with a price. Everything comes with a price. But what the Devil is saying here, you have here 2 options, or even more than one, but you have options in the sense of that you can either decide to be anxious and then act on impulses or act out of fear. That's what the Devil is telling you. If you act out of fear, you may destroy everything. Don't act out of fear. Keep cool, collected, right? Because you will have the opportunity here of getting your wish come true. But you have to be patient. And it's also like saying, what seems to be a disaster, like in this situation, then if you then realize that the person you were interested in or you're asking about, that this person has someone else and so on, it's asking you wait, hanging there, wait, because everything changes with time. And here with Seven of Pentacles, let things develop into the perfect situation, divine timing. If you, because the Devil can act in a malignant way if you live in fear, and then the Devil can enslave you, and you'll then find yourself doing things that usually you wouldn't do, or taking risks that you usually wouldn't take, but not positive risks, I mean negative risks, like even going, selling yourself short, going after, being the runner, and so on and so on. And this is like when the Devil, like the dark side, has you in its grip, right? And the Devil here comes with a warning. So if you feel anxious, you'll end up suffering, because you become obsessed, or you become, you can only have that outcome, and you do anything for that outcome. And we did have the Seven of Swords over here, didn't we? Yes, so careful with that. This is the warning of the Devil, right? So, and if you let go, and if you can free yourself from your shackles, and if you start believing in the universe, or let go and let God, the opportunity will come. But you have to be patient, and things will grow at their own pace. You will have the opportunity, and you'll even have the opportunity of making the situation really beautiful in the future. But you have to be patient and you have to trust. It's like the devil here is inviting you to a beautiful dance, but you can dance as a free soul or a soul with shackles, or as a puppet. So it's like asking, it's up to you. What do you want? And you see these 2 9s? This is like decide which kind of person you want to be. You know, how do you want to be and go through life, or how you want to meet this person, how you want to go into this situation. It's getting really deep, right? Yeah. But I see here a lot of potential. But you know what? Let's get clarifications here. What's going to happen? Again, temperance, be patient, confirming our message here for the devil. So what's going to happen? The devil is another woman. I tell you, I knew it. So yes, there could be someone messing with your business, and it could be an ex of your person, or could be, the present partner. But usually it's not a sign that it's a very happy relationship. Here with the 5 of Pentacles, again, in what energy do you want to be? And it could be that this person that's meddling with your situation, makes you feel, that's like you're nothing, or makes you feel that you're not that important or attractive. But it's not true. It's not true. You all what this person ever wanted, what your person ever wanted. It's you. Then we have the 7 of Pentacles and the 10 of Cups. So good things come to those who wait. And again, here with this card, the devil is again being your friend and telling you, don't be misled by appearances. Even if this person seems to be cold, aloof, or silly, don't be misled by appearances. Things will get a lot better. They also get a bit worse, but then they'll get a lot better. You just be patient, believe in yourself, believe that the universe has your back. And if things are meant to be, they won't pass you by. Just, stay in that knowledge. And then we have the Page of Pentacles. Again, opportunities will come, opportunities that have the chance of being long-lasting. That's really beautiful, pile 3. So let's get here more messages for you. What will happen next time you see them? We have devotion. This love anchors you together. Nothing can separate you. Believe in that. Keep that in mind and don't give in to despair. Balance. Fair and balanced energy, creating harmony for a strong future. Again, also here the Temperance energy. And this one just jumped. Snowflake crystal. That's so sweet. This love bond is unique as a snowflake, once in a lifetime love. So this will take place in winter for many of you. We had all the signs of winter already with storm and strong winds. Okay, but in some parts of the world, strong winds are also a sign of summer. And then we have here new love. Destiny is guiding you to new love. Trust your intuition. Again, the main word here is trust. Trust, and don't be misled by appearances here. Okay, so pile number 3, this was your reading. I hope it resonates. I hope it inspires you. If you'd like a private reading, my contact is in the description box below, as well as the link to my Instagram account. And I wish you a wonderful time full of love. Thank you.